Hey guys, we're back in the kitchen today and we are doing part of our American Spirit in celebration of America's 250th birthday. And we are doing some very Americana recipes. So I'm gonna make oven baked corn on the cob. You know, as a kid, I always hated cleaning up the pan after dinner where mom had boiled the corn on the cob. You can totally do these on the grill or boil them the old-fashioned way. I like this because it's like no mess, easy cleanup. And I like to leave them in the oven where they really brown up nice on the bottom. So you get a little bit of that crusty caramelized flavor with the corn. So you're gonna preheat your oven to 475, okay? And this way, cooking them inside, yes, it heats up your oven, but your AC's on and you aren't outside at the grill burning up during the heat wave. So I'm gonna I've got some pieces of foil. I've got 4 pieces of corn on the cob that I've already shucked, washed, and kind of gotten the silks out of them. And I'm gonna sprinkle some salt on the bottom of about a 12 by 12 piece of foil. So I sprinkled some good sea salt. I'm gonna put my corn on the cob right there on that piece, and I've got probably 2 tablespoons of butter per corn on the cob, and I'm gonna just lay those on top where it drips down into it and down to the bottom, and that's what's gonna caramelize the bottom of that corn. So I'm gonna take my salt again and I'm gonna sprinkle some on top so it's nice and salty. So I'm gonna pull my foil up and I'm gonna kind of make a little upright pouch, pinching it tight so that none of my butter comes out and it really doesn't let out any steam. All the steam is contained inside the foil. And you can do these, I've done 4 at a time in one big pouch of foil, but I kind of like them individually when you're gonna have people over, because everybody can just grab their own foil packet and pop it open. And if you doing it upright, all the butter's on the bottom and they can just roll. Once they open it, they can just roll their corn in that butter. So I've already got one done. You can see they're standing up on my cookie sheet that I covered with foil. And I make sure I turn up the side so I don't leak any of that good butter out. Again, the steam is held inside. So I'm gonna repeat that process with the other 2, and then I'm gonna bake them in the oven for 475 till 475. So, and it's probably gonna be about 20 minutes of baking time. And then we're gonna get them out. I'll show you what they look like and we'll have a taste. Okay, so we've been about 20 minutes baking in the oven, and you can see they've kind of swelled up and have pressure. And when I opened up the oven, I could hear the sizzle, and I can also smell corn all through my kitchen and house. So I'm gonna lift this up, be careful with the heat. My husband even cautioned me about opening it up. Normally I let these cool just a bit. So I'm gonna open it up. All that steam comes out. Now I may not have let them bake long enough to brown on the bottom like that, but you just let them bake longer if you want one side browned. So I'm gonna kind of leave my pouch so that I hold all that butter in and I can roll it in the melted butter. Kind of leave it open as if you do a baked potato. It's swimming in butter on the bottom. It looks great. Let me lift it up for you. There you go. And if I can handle it, I don't have those little corn things that you stick in it. My husband's telling me no, no, no. So I'll have a taste in a little bit. But smells delicious, looks delicious. You can add salt if you want, but you really don't have to because you salted it while it cooked. Thanks for joining us. Okay, it's so good. I am gonna let you see me taste it. It's cooled down enough. We're having our summer supper. We're having some andouille sausage, chicken sausage with mustard and sauerkraut, yellow squash grown in my garden, sauteed with onions and sweet banana peppers also from my garden. And you can see on this corn cob that this is a little, and that's my favorite part, this is a little bit browned. And you actually usually like to cook a little bit more so that it almost caramelizes on the bottom. So I'm gonna have a taste. I think it's cool enough for me to do that. That is perfect. Just delicious. So give this a try.